good day. Main thing is we put on pass. No one's mindset changed. We still want to do a great job of protecting the team, and that was the main emphasis, right? Just making sure we take care of each other, making sure we're in a good football position to tackle. So I thought the guys did a really good job today of just protecting each other, staying up, and it's very efficient practice today.
You had a few players out today, including Jared Patterson. Where are they at? How are they doing?
Yeah, guys will be fine. In training camp you see guys in and out. Guys they'll be fine.
Do you have a bit of blood Dalton? Is it his hip? Is it something? What's he got?
Yeah, Dalton took a shot to the side. He'll be all right. He's just managing that today. Day off. He'll be back out pretty soon.
What did you see from the interceptions that CJ threw? Was that more defensive play, mistake?
I'll have to look at them again. It's hard to judge just seeing it in practice exactly what happened there. Everything we want to do, we want to be able to protect the ball offensively. So at the end of the day, we cannot turn the ball over. And then it goes both ways. Defensively, we want to attack the ball. And, again, guys are doing that, finishing with the catch, finishing the plays. So encouraging from the defensive side, but there's give and take there. We have to be better on the offense and protecting the ball.
What goes into the conversation after a mistake like that with any player? When they make a mistake that's pretty clear like that, what's the conversation like? Is that an immediate thing? Is that a film thing later in the day?
Yeah, most of those are film things. But with our players and most NFL players, they know before a coach can say anything, they know exactly what mistake they made, and they've already corrected that in their mind. So it's not a lot you have to say to a player when he does make a mistake. It's going to happen, but it's all about how resilient are you to put that mistake aside, play the next play. Just because there's one bad play, we don't want one bad play to become 2, 3, linger throughout a game.
What have you learned from what has been your evaluation of Blake Cashman so far?
Blake he's been showing up the past few days. Right? He's showing up in the run game, being physical in the run game. But also, as you've seen the past 2 days, I think he's had probably 2 interceptions, 1 PBU. He's shown up around the ball, and it's encouraging to see. As the linebackers, there's a lot of competition there, and Blake is doing a really good job.
What is it specifically that Will Anderson does well? And now that he's playing in instead of up, what do you look for when a guy goes down?
Yeah. For us, Will, what he's done well, it's this relentless mindset of how he attacks each day. Right? He comes out with a relentless motor. He plays with a physical mindset every play. And everybody around, they can just look at Will and see how we need to practice. Right? What does it look like if you want to be a great player? You have to work that way. So it all starts with the work ethic, and he's there. Right? That's what we want. He exemplifies exactly what I want in that type of player. And playing the end position, now the difference is now we'll play primarily with our hand in the dirt, different from when he stood up in college. But the main difference is just he's going to be attacking. Right? We don't want him coming off, reading, playing slow. The main thing we want him to do is play as fast as possible so he can go make plays for us. We're not going to slow him down.
What are his capabilities on the inside if you want to place him there?
We'll get to that. When we get to that, if he plays inside him, that's not a given that he'll be there. So that's more game plan stuff that will work later in the season.
What do you expect? I mean, you talked about Will and what you expect out of him, but obviously, you're looking at that crash, that crash in the pocket coming off of both sides of the line. Look right now, so much looking at Will, but that's what you expect out of both defensive players, right?
With our pass rush, it's not ever about one person. Right? With Will, but it's doing a good job. But for us to be a good pass rush team, it'll take a complement of guys. It's not just 4 guys. I like to have 8, 9 guys who can go in, where the interior and the end guys, we need everyone being dynamic, explosive, and collapsing the pocket, disrupting the quarterback.
What are the benefits of having referees out here?
Yeah, it's very beneficial for us to have the NFL officials out. It gives them a chance, to help practice, but they also help us. Right? If there are things we're doing pre-snap, there are penalties, they're able to quickly address that, and so we can learn from it. They can teach us what exactly they're looking for, especially in the back end when you so many calls of DPI or illegal contact. We can really pick their brains while they're here, and the players understand exactly where the refs are positioned on the field and exactly what are they looking at and what determines a foul. So it's made a lot of education for our players so they can get to know the game and know what they can and can't do.
Now, are there any points of emphasis
not many changes in the points and emphasis this year.
How Stingley adjusted you were
Stingley is, I love the way Stingley has been practicing these 5 days of training camp. You know, he's going after it every play, and his adjustment, I think just you'll see him in more one-on-one opportunities. And as you saw today, he made a big-time play for us there. It's that every day. It's just that working and really challenging yourself, training yourself mentally and physically every snap. And that's what I'm seeing from Stingley. I'm seeing the strain, and I'm seeing him improve and get better based on how he's training in practice. Every rep is an important rep to him, and he's showing that to his teammates.
We got time for a couple more.
Coach, I know that everybody is focusing on the quarterback position. What have you seen from Juice Scruggs? I noticed that he was playing at both guard and center positions on different drills.
Juice has been a guy who we moved around inside, and that's one thing that we liked about him coming out of college is his versatility, being able to play any spot in that interior, whether it's guard or center. And he's done a lot for us. Very smart guy, picked up on the offense well. And, you know, he's a guy highlighted in our team meeting yesterday just because of the deliberate technique he had on a run block and being exactly where he needed to be with his hand placement, footwork. It was fun to see. It's great that everybody can see how good of a job he's doing in the run game.
DeMeco, first day of pads, you want to have the run game going with both Devin and for Damian. You've seen this offense before. How similar do they combat each other to what you saw in San Francisco?
Similar run game with our outside zone scheme. We'll start there, but we'll have many varying runs, but we'll start there. That's our home base. But Devin and BP, both guys have done a good job, right? They'll be excellent in our zone scheme, and with our gap scheme as well, they'll be fine. So they're both doing a really good job.
And then to have the continuity in the way they are, what does that do for the confidence of a quarterback to make sure he doesn't have to make the mental mistakes early?
Yeah, the biggest thing is as an offense to get going, you have to be able to run the football. Right? You have to be able to establish the run game, have to get, tempo going early, whether it's run game or just having successful completions, right? Whatever it takes just to get your offense moving, and the run game definitely helps that.
Last one.
But Will Anderson, I mean, we're talking about him. Just in the way that you can, how do you, what's your philosophy on creating pressure? How does he fit within that you can see here in training?
It's creating pressure. It's about 4 guys rushing as one, and that's what Will fits that. Wherever we put him on the line doesn't matter. It's about all 4 of those guys, not just Will. As I keep saying, it's about those 4 guys being in sync. So if we're running stunts, games, whatever it is, like they have to communicate. Their footwork has to be on point to really attack who we want to attack on the offensive line. So pass rush is just generated. First off, it's rush and coverage working together. The coverage isn't good, the pass rush isn't going to be good, and vice versa. If the pass rush isn't good, the coverage not. So we have to work together. It's rush and coverage is not just about one guy.
All right, thank you, Coach.
All right, thank you guys.